Hey everybody, Ryan here at etrailer.com. Today on our 2016 Jeep Cherokee, we're going to be taking a look at the Thule Helium Pro 2 bike rack. Now my favorite thing about this bike rack is that it's made from aluminum, so it's going to be extremely lightweight and easy to maneuver and handle. And we're not going to have to worry about any rust or corrosion issues either. It's going to hold our bike down in 3 spots. We're going to use 2 straps here around the top tube and 1 strap right here. Now that's actually going to be an anti-sway strap, and that's going to help eliminate any bike-to-bike or bike-to-vehicle contact. Now let's go ahead and take the bike off. That way we can take a better look at the rack itself. It's very easy to do. We'll just push down on these tabs here on our straps and pull the strap out. We'll just grab our bike and move it out of the way. With the bike out of the way, we can take a better look at our cradles. And this is where our bike's frame is going to sit. Now they are made out of a soft rubber. We're not going to have to worry about them scratching up our bike's frame. The underside of the strap also has some rubber to do the same thing. Now the cradles can be moved and adjusted, and that's going to help accommodate just about any style of frame that your bike might have. Now, whenever we're not using our rack, what I like to do is put our straps back in place. That way they're not flopping around when we're driving down the road. We're not going to have to worry about them getting lost or damaged. Now, one thing that I thought was pretty neat is that our rack is going to actually have an integrated lock. So that way when our bikes are in place, we can take our lock, put it over the frame tubes, and clip it into place. And that's going to help prevent any theft. Now with the rack in this position, it's going to extend the overall length of our vehicle. And by exactly how much? From the hatch here to the end of the rack, it's going to be about 30 inches. So keep that in mind whenever you're pulling into your garage or going into a tight parking spot. And when we're not carrying any bikes, to free up some space, you can actually fold these arms down. To do that, we'll simply lift up on this lever and swing them downward. Now with the rack in this position, we'll see how much length it's added to our vehicle. From the hatch to the rack, looking at only about 18 inches. Now as far as our ground clearance goes, from the lowest part of our bike rack to the ground, it's going to be about 12 inches. Now with our bike rack in place like this, as you can see, we're not going to have a whole lot of room here to open up our hatch. Well, instead of having to completely remove the bike rack, there is a solution. If you come down here to this lever, you can flip it up and actually tilt that center mast out of the way. And then we'll have more than enough room to get inside and out of our hatch to get all of our gear out. Now the rack is going to work with both 1¼ inch and 2-inch hitches, so it is going to be versatile. And we're also going to have this knob here, and when you tighten this down, it's actually going to act as a stabilization device. That way inside of your hitch, we're not going to have any shake, rattle, or play in our connection point. So as you can see, when I shake our bike rack, it's actually going to move our whole car and not have any play in the connection point. Overall, one of my favorite bike racks. It looks really good, it's very lightweight, and it gets the job done. Now this is the 2-bike version. However, if you need to carry an additional one, there is a 3-bike version available as well. This is our test course. Let's start with the slalom. This shows side-to-side action, such as turning corners or evasive maneuvering. Then, onto our alternating speed bumps. This shows twisting action, such as hitting curbs, potholes, road debris, or even uneven pavement. Last of all, the solid speed bumps. This shows up and down action, such as driving through a parking lot or parking garage, or driving in and out of a driveway. And that'll do it for our look at of the Thule Helium Pro 2 bike rack on our 2016 Jeep Cherokee.